What's up, everybody? It's Jeremy with Fluesbrothers Chimney Service. It's Fireplace Friday. I'm doing it live from my minivan today. I'm at a customer's house. We had a bit of a problem when we did some repairs and plugged in an appliance and messed up one of the sockets in the house. So I did the right thing, got an electrician over. They're gonna have to run some wiring. Unfortunately, it's they were supposed to be here at 10, and it's 10. I think it's 10:05, 10:06, something like that. So I thought today would be a good day to talk about quality communication with service companies. You know, when you go to hire a service company, you want to hire a service company that has not only a good reputation but also good communication skills. When an appointment is set up, it's if they're going to be calling you when they're en route to the job itself. That way you aren't waiting on everybody. We try to give everybody a 30 minutes heads up, because I found in Kansas City it takes roughly 30 minutes to get anywhere. You know, usually 20 or 30 minutes. You can leave work or leave the grocery store or whatever and be there for that. So it's a big thing, communication. You know, that way no one gets frustrated. Of course, my level of frustration is going to start going up because I'm waiting. There's little things that go through your mind. Oh my gosh, I set aside the entire day for this. Are they going to show up? Are they going to be prepared when they get here? Things of that nature. So that's where a lot of frustrations come in. But at the same time, if you get a company that communicates well and keeps you updated and everything, and then when the person gets there, if it's not the original person that was out, they've set up the job well and everything. They've went over the job, the person that sold the job or what have you went over it with the person that's coming out to do the repairs and everything. That way you're not having to re-explain everything. That confidence level is there. Hey, they're prepared, they're professional, they're doing good things. So you definitely want to hire companies that have those qualities, and that way, you're not only getting what you pay for, but you're not having to supervise a job, and you're feeling confident with these people in your house. The company's done background checks and drug screening, things like that, to make sure they've got good quality employees. They also do training and update training, things like that. We as humans, everybody always expects everybody to know everything about everything if you do something for a living. Well, I've been doing this 20 years and I'm still learning every day. I still get little tips, tricks, things that I didn't think of because they weren't applicable to me at the time in which I learned them, things of that nature. So that's why we're always doing lots of training. We have our morning meetings. We go over jobs. We look up addresses on the internet. A lot of times the house was for sale at some point and they took pictures. And the beautiful thing is, a lot of times you can take a look and kind of see what you're getting into before you even go out, so you can have a good game plan. Because there's nothing worse than going to a place unprepared. And like I said, today's chimney day or today's electrical day, and I had everything planned out for that, and so we want to make sure everything's getting done in a timely manner, et cetera, et cetera. So that's part of the interview process. When you're calling somebody, of course, providing good service. You're going to get better service from somebody that's pricing adequately and things. So you might find, hey, this company or that company might be a little bit more expensive, but hey, are you going to communicate with me, or are you going to send me emails? Is your billing dead on? And is the estimate dead on? Are you going to find surprises? What happens if you find surprises? Are you going to be able to roll with the punches? Things like that. Is this going to cost me more than what I'm budgeting here for today? Do you take credit cards? Do you take checks? How do we need to end this transaction once it's all done? What kind of follow-up, kind of warranties, things like that? Am I going to have to deal with anything in the future? Things like that. So these are all good questions to ask when you're interviewing somebody, rather than just how much do you charge. I always tell everybody in the office when we're training people, the reason people ask how much do you charge is because they don't know what else to ask. So we always like to interview people that call, and ask them questions. First question is always, where are you located? because the internet has a vast reach, and it might be a service area that we don't service. We're in a big metropolitan area, so we usually have about a 30-mile circle, maybe 40-mile outside of our office in which we service. In order to provide people better service, we've had to shrink our service area a little bit, and not go to the areas that we might get 1 or 2 phone calls a year from. And that provides us a better advantage, because like days like today, we had a little bit of cold weather this week. The guys weren't able to finish a couple of jobs because of the weather, but it's supposed to warm up this afternoon, so we're able to switch one thing to the next, and still get to people efficiently, and get their project done for them, so they don't have to mess with it anymore. They don't have to worry about it anymore. They don't have to wait on us and wonder and things like that. So those are huge qualities that you want. And like I said, in order to provide that type of service, it does cost money, things of that nature, to have those nice things, those little programs that send you texts and emails and stuff like that. So we want good quality, we want good communication, we want the job done efficiently and on time, without any surprises and headaches. That's what we're looking for. Those are the things we should be interviewing and asking when we decide to hire some sort of a company or a business. That way they're going to take good care of us. So anyways, just wanted to go over some of that fun stuff, things that we do that put us above the rest, there's a lot of those items, and we pride ourselves on those, and that's good. So anyways, I think it's going to be a decent weekend. I can't remember. I have to look at the weather, but hopefully we'll get up into the 50s, and it'll be a good time, and maybe get some relaxation in this weekend, and start the week next week good and fresh, and keep on rolling with stuff. So if you have any questions on any of those processes,